Welcome back to the studios, everyone. Today is a special day because I'll be showing off my second suit on this channel. Some of you have probably watched last week's cinematic trailer and wanted to see the full suit. This suit is designed with the intention of Airsoft and Cosplay. First up, I went ahead and printed this mask on my Elgo Saturn resin 3D printer. Here in the close-up you can see all the fine details, and with the Saturn's help, it's ideal for cosplay purposes. The 3D file is free in the description, and thanks to Siazani90 for creating this amazing file and putting it on Thingiverse for free. After curing the mask under UV light, I start priming the mask black. Then I threw a quick coat of white, which isn't covering all the edges to still make the black crawl in and creating natural shadows. Then I use black acrylic paint thinned with water to make the mask dirty and add grime, and then remove most of it using a paper towel. This will make the mask more grayish and more accurate to Ghost's mask. I repeated the paint and paper towel method a couple of more times until I got the desired color. Then I added 2 white stripes over the eyes using white acrylic paint. Lastly, I threw a coat of varnish to keep the paint nice and went over to the rest of the suit. As my top, I'm using a plain black combat shirt. Any black combat shirt will do as long as it has 2 patch spots on both arms for Task Force 141 patches. The patches can be found on Amazon by searching Task Force 141 patches. For the right side, I'm running a SAS Badge, and for the left side, I'm running the Task Force 141 patch, which is how we did in the military, with the right side being the company and the left side being team badges. For the pants, I'm running a Crye Precision G3 Law Enforcement Replica, but if you search for black tactical combat pants, I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like. For the vest, I'm using a buckle-up assault plate carrier cummerbund. It has 2 carabiners for my gloves and anything else that I need to quick attach in front of me. I intend to paint them black, but I forget to clip them back on in the video, so yeah, just remember that I had those. In the back, I have an assault back panel for storing med packs, food, and most importantly, a camelback hydration pouch, which is one of the most important things on a plate carrier. I also store some additional CO2 cartridges that I cover with foam in the back, so there isn't any risk of getting shot in the back and have the tubes explode. The hydration bladder itself is 1 liter, and I could go for a bigger one, but I don't really need the weight unless I'm playing long Airsoft Milsim games. The tube line from the bladder goes all the way from the back of the pouch and all the way to the front through one of the shoulders, which has a cover to keep it from swinging all around the place. This way you can sip while not having to keep your side away from the position that you are holding. I add an extra zip pouch in the back for the mech kit and other useful items like face camo. This was one of the items I use most in the military, and I also use a lot in the airsoft. Obviously for Ghost, I use them around the eyes to cover my face. The back pouch can also be reversed for drop access or other stuff for other teammates to access. I add the SAS patch and also the Night Ops England flag as it's part of Ghost's vest. Ghost carries 2 chem-light glow sticks in front, which I'll also add. I'm also adding medical scissors, which Ghost also has in the front. I'd rather have it in the med pouch, but hey, I guess we're going for a look here. I then add a drop-down Fanny Pack since apparently Ghost needs a lot of snack pouches. This suit may not be 100% accurate to any suit that Ghost runs, but since he's a soldier, he doesn't have one particular suit, but he likes to change it a lot in the games, which differs to environment and missions. Lastly, I add Novritsch magazine pouch and ASPC front flips. There are 2 pistol magazine pouches and 3 SMG magazine pouches for the MP9 gas blowback from my last video. These pistol magazines are for the Pit Viper, but almost any magazines can fit to the pouches with small adjustments. I also had this classic Ghost logo from Call of Duty Ghosts, which unfortunately didn't have a Velcro and had to be sewed on, which I fixed by using these adhesive Velcro tapes. I measured the length and cut 2 parts to glue to the back, and it was ready for the backpack. My Ghost suit is a Special Operations Black Tactical suit, which is meant for night missions. The inspiration comes from the Clean House mission in Modern Warfare 2019. The next gear I wish to show was a battle belt system that we used in the military. These would have buckles that you could secure to the plate carrier itself to keep it from falling, and would add a lot of space that you didn't have on the plate carrier itself. These are all from Novritsch, since it was the only one I could find that resembled what we used in the military. There are two AR magazine pouches or SMG pouches, whatever loadout I run with. A radio pouch for the small compact radio that would have a PTT system wired to the comms of the headset. Another back pouch for whatever you may need to carry like specialist equipment or anything else. A knife, which in this case is a plastic one since we are out for blood and airsoft. Also, this thing would hold a phone holder or map holder, which also could be secured to the plate carrier to use as navigation. It's reinforced to keep my phone from getting damaged, which is nice. Lastly, there's a grenade pouch with a single spring-powered grenade for last resort, airsoft room clears. For my pistol, I run a drop leg holster that I secure to my belt, but a belt holster is also a good choice. I use a Velcro small tactical belt to keep my pants in position and my pistol holster secure. It's also from Novritsch. As comms and headset, I use Ear Armor M32s, which is great for airsoft in my opinion. They come with cable for the PTT unit and is great for Ghost whenever he isn't using a helmet. As for whenever he is using a helmet, I'm using a Fast Attack helmet Viper A3 style with black helmet cover that allows me to attach a counterweight pouch for the night vision goggles. The helmet itself does have the side rails which allow me to secure the headset in. I also attached the Wolverine patch from my recent purchase, which you'll see in a future video. On the left side, I'm using an England patch as well. The weight pouch holds usually 250 grams for NVGs, but since these are replica GPNVGs for looks, they don't weigh too much. They have a system that allows me to move them up or down and attach real night vision goggles if I ever plan to play in the night. As for gloves, I'm using some plain tactical gloves, not some mechanics or anything, since I'll be painting them with a skeleton pattern like Ghost's iconic gloves. For this, I'm using a white marker and just painting where my fingers are. Then I remember that I need to do the same with the balaclava that goes under the mask. I add one stripe under each tooth which goes with the helmet. I use a second balaclava with the ghost skull pattern for whenever I'm not using the helmet, just like Ghost in the games. As eye protection, I use Wiley X Saber Advanced Ballistic Glasses, which is actually too much for airsoft, but I like to keep my eyes, so that's why I run it on top of the mask. Ghost is also seen with some glasses in the game as a throwback to the OG Ghost with glasses. Lastly, for airsoft, I use teeth protectors under the mask just in case a BB penetrates the mask. And with that, the suit is done, I move over to the Glamour Shots.